much more than a museum. As crews dig, they're finding memories buried deep.
It's just hard to put into words how we all feel. There was a lot of tears that morning.
Last month, security video captured the remarkable moment when the floor of the National Corvette Museum gave way, swallowing 8 classic cars into a 60-foot deep crater. The first Vette hoisted out, worth about $1 million. Incredibly, it revved up to cheers, showing only minor damage. The second one, not so lucky. Here, these are not just any hunks of steel. Bowling Green is home to the only Corvette plant in the world.
The most exciting car in America today.
First launched in 1953, the Chevy Corvette was America's first true sports car. It quickly became part of the nation's psyche.
Hello, world.
Inspiring the TV series Route 66.
You go get in your car and it goes away.
There's an emotional impact.
Jack and Eileen Krause drove here all the way from Michigan.
If any work of art got destroyed in a fire or in any natural disaster, people would be heartbroken about that piece of art being lost, and it's the same way. These are all one-of-a-kind, very special Corvettes.
After they're plucked from this pit, they'll be displayed as is until August and then restored, a testament to the resilience of one of America's dream cars. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Bowling Green.
Oh, here we go. Corvette Cave-In, the Skydome Sinkhole Experience. It's an exhibit about the collapse that they had here at the museum. Yeah, it was February 12th, 2014. It was 5:30 in the morning, so luckily there was not people in the Skydome, like the Skydome being that yellow structure we saw outside. This is a car that was on display that unfortunately was sucked up by the sinkhole. Its distinction was it was actually the 1.5 millionth Corvette ever produced. So they had it on display proudly in this museum. It says that this was so far down. This Corvette was also in the sinkhole. This was the car that was standing up on its end. And the story here, it's kind of ironic. The gentleman that owned this, it was a beloved automobile owned by one owner, and apparently he wanted to make sure that his prized Corvette would remain protected and well maintained, so he donated it to the museum. And ironically enough, it was sucked into a sinkhole, but the museum actually honored their commitment to keep it preserved and maintained, and completely fixed it to get it back to its original condition.
Well, here's a shot of Bowling Green, Kentucky, and here's National Corvette Museum right there. I find it ironic that back in 2013, when we did our vacation back to Kentucky, we went back to see my Uncle Ralph, and we was wanting to go to where he lives in Madisonville, Kentucky. So what we did was here's Nashville. We flew into Nashville and drove up to Madisonville, but we wanted to do a car event, so we had a decision to make, to go to the National Corvette Museum or go to the Lane Motor Museum in Nashville. So that's where we went, to Lane Motor Museum. And it's ironic that in 2013 was where we went, and 2014 is whenever they had that sinkhole happen, where the earth gobbled up all these expensive Corvettes. So that's why I wanted to point out the irony that with a place that we didn't go, where they had a sinkhole in 2013, 2014, they had a sinkhole. Pretty unreal. Right. Bye.
number 36. In the AMX?
The track looks fast today, huh? Wow. Who did your helmet?
Vai il fronte e mantiene la
You
posizione.
have a spare racing glove.
Non discutere con... Tiene la posizione.
Molto grazie.
Of course, the Italian team is always the one to watch.
Keep your eye on number 36.
American Motors' new two-seater, the AMX, gives you all the fun of sports cars costing thousands more, without the bother of constant maintenance. Just get the 390 engine, roll onto a racetrack, you're ready to do 125 miles an hour.